unsettled. I mean, they couldn't even play their home fixture in their country. They had to use a neutral ground in Morocco. Playing twice against such a country and not being able to score a goal. I think something drastic has to roll.
Okay, so let's talk about the more serious countries. Ghana defeated Algeria 1-0. Mali also had a 3-0 victory against Senegal under-23 team. Defending champion Senegal, Burkina Faso, South Africa and Tunisia added their names to the list of qualified teams for next year's African Cup of Nations finals after away successes in Tuesday's qualifiers. Senegal won the tournament in Cameroon some 14 months ago, beat Mozambique 1-0 away to keep up their 100% record and secure top spot in Group L, while a point away for Burkina Faso in Togo in a 1-0 draw was enough for them to progress from Group B. So, Femaiti, let's look at the qualified teams. We have Senegal, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, South Africa, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso. Will the Super Eagles be able to join them?
Definitely. I think they will. 9 points from 4 games. If we had beaten or at least gotten a draw from Guinea-Bissau in one of the 2 games that we played them, we would have been on this list also. With 10 points, we will ensure qualification. Right now, we're on 9 points, and our next 2 games are against Sao Tome and Principe and Sierra Leone. I expect 6 maximum points from those 2 games. So definitely we'll get on this list. But then when my major concern is when you look at this list, sincerely, the Super Eagles of Nigeria that we have seen in the last couple of days, which of these 2 teams on this, I mean, we have about 7 to 8 teams on this list. Which of these teams can we boldly say the Super Eagles of Nigeria can come against and defeat? I saw Senegal play yesterday. I saw Algeria play a couple of days ago. I've seen Tunisia, South Africa, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso. I mean, Sebastian Allah is back for Ivory Coast. These countries have been able to form a team. It's not just a coming together of a couple of players anymore. I mean, Burkina Faso hardly, even have a big name. It's only Bertrand Traoré, who is not even having a good time with his career right now. That is the big name in Burkina Faso. But when you see Burkina Faso play, you don't see individuals. You see a team. And that's what is still lacking in the Super Eagles of Nigeria. So we'll qualify for the tournament, quite all right. But when Posero came on board, he said his target is to win the African Cup of Nations for Nigeria. Right now, the way we are, judging by the last 2 games we have played, and they say you are as good as your last game, judging by the performances in the last 2 games we have played, I don't think the Super Eagles of Nigeria are good enough to stand against any of these teams that have qualified already.
Well, I don't know if it's wise to say something like this. Anthony Joshua says he will retire from boxing if he loses to Jermaine Franklin.
I think he should. I think already right now it's becoming irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I mean, we were talking about unification belt a couple of weeks ago, as a matter of fact, and Joshua's name was not. In fact, Joshua's name in the last couple of months now have not been mentioned.
Look at what he said.
Yep.
I will retire if I lose. I'm not here to battle people. If people want me to retire, I will retire.
It's not about people
Where's that coming from?
I mean, I'm not sure who is saying wants him to retire. I'm not sure who has been getting in his head. But then one thing I know definitely is that it will be probably the reasonable thing to do. Already, his name is not being mentioned in tandem to any belt right now in the heavyweight category. Is fast losing his relevance when it comes to boxing in the heavyweight category. If he loses to Jermaine Franklin, a boxer that most people did not even know about a couple of months ago, he would have gone into.
You think he should retire?
He would have gone into boxing oblivion. I think he would have nothing less to fight for.
Okay, well, we'll need to go on this break. Tyson Fury has just made us understand that he's not just a champion in the ring.
He's champion everywhere, man.
His wife is pregnant with his 7th child.
And the ages of the children is what baffles me. I mean, his last 4 kids, one is 6, one is 5, one is 4. And the other is 20 months old. So practically his wife have been put into bed every year in the last couple of years.
He's a champion.
I mean, the man is...
We'll be back.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ yìí, ó máa dá àkàrà nǹkan díẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún Ramadan yìí. Ó yá kí ni kára.
èso.
ewébẹ̀, ẹ má gbàgbé ìṣara lóore àwọn màmá o. 3 crowns milk.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni agolo mílìkì 3 crowns mẹ́ta.
rárá o 6.
ó dáa torí kó jẹ́ màmá ara agolo mílìkì 3 crowns mẹ́jọ.
ìṣúra aláìlẹ́gbẹ́ làwọn màmá torí náà fẹ̀mí ìmoore hàn sí màmá pẹ̀lú 3 crowns milk lákòókò Ramadan yìí.
3 crowns milk ìlera àwọn màmá ayọ̀ ẹbí.
ṣé awakọ̀ ni ẹ́ àbí ò ń fi ọkọ̀ rẹ gbé ọjà láti ibìkan sí ibìkan àbí ó jẹ́ èèyàn pàtàkì láwùjọ àwọn tí ń bá ní gbé ọjà káàkiri gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó orí lábẹ́ àṣẹ ìgbìmọ̀ àpapọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ owó orí ti pinnu láti dín gbígba owó orí léraléra kù nípa ṣíṣe ètò tí ó mú sísan owó ìrìnnà rọrùn láti sìn lọ owó gbígbé ẹrù kan àti owó interstate nìkan lẹ́ẹ̀ máa san sí àwọn ibi tí ó láṣẹ láti gbà kí ẹ sì gba síkà ìrìnnà yín. pẹ̀lú síkà yìí awakọ̀ lè máa lọ káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láìsí ìbẹ̀rù àbí ìfòyà ìdánidúró àbí sísan owó ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì. Ẹgbẹ̀rún 3.5 péré ni owó síkà yìí ẹ sì lè ríra ní gbogbo ilé ìpèsè owó àpawọlé abẹ́lé tí ó wà ní gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè tàbí àwọn alágbàtà tí wọ́n fi òǹtẹ̀ lù. ẹ̀yin ará ìlú náà sì lè rà á láti orí www.jtb.sirts.com. a lè rí JTB app gbà láti orí Google Play Store. ìkéde yìí wá láti ọwọ́ ìgbìmọ̀ àpapọ̀ owó orí. fún àlàyé ẹ lọ sí www.jtb.gov.ng.
In my 25 years of practice as an obstetrician, I get asked a lot of questions from expectant and pregnant mothers. One regular question is, what supplement is good for me and my baby during pregnancy? I always recommend Oberon 6 because of the positive feedback I've gotten from my patients over the years. Oberon 6 contains essential minerals and vitamins necessary for the healthy development of baby and mother before, during, and after pregnancy. Give you and your baby the nutrients you deserve with Oberon 6. Oberon 6. Healthy mother, healthier baby.
The holy month of Ramadan is here again, a month to submit to the will of Allah, a month to share, to care, and most importantly, a month of goodness. Start and end well with the goodness of peak milk at Sahur and Iftar to stay nourished every day.
Serve goodness this Ramadan with the delicious nourishment of peak milk every day. Ramadan Kareem.
Peak, reach for your peak.
Samsung Galaxy A series tún ti ní àfikún méjì Samsung A34 àti A54 àwọn aago tuntun yìí ní iṣẹ́ àti òdòdó tó rẹwà tó tà wọ́n yọ pẹ̀lú ìdáàbòbò tá a mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ látọwọ́ Knox. Bákan náà wàá gba wọn àǹkóṣe tí gbọ́rọ̀ gbóni tó o bá ra aago A34 tàbí A54. Rántí pé tí o bá ra aago A14 wàá gba ẹ̀bùn travel adapter Bluetooth speaker tàbí Bluetooth headset. Má ṣe gbàgbé pé pẹ̀lú Samsung FlexPay o lè san àsanlẹ̀ $12,500 láti ní ẹ̀rọ Samsung A14 A34 tàbí A54 tirẹ̀ kó o sì san yìí tó kù díẹ̀díẹ̀ láàrin oṣù 3 sí 12 títún àfẹ́ràn rẹ̀ ṣẹ́dẹ̀ jẹ́ $16,000 péré yára ṣàṣà kó tó tán lẹ̀.
Beyond banking. Sure you need something. Where they beyond banking. Make I give you the updates. We not they frustrate. Open at the package. Relax your mind. You know go for your hand. Auntie, brother, open now the way. Anything we can solve on you. Super fast transactions do. Networking not the sleep. Run and one time is done. Open beyond banking. Open beyond banking.
OPay beyond banking.
Every day's a good day when you've got what it takes. Cowbell evaporated milk gives your body what it needs. Ain't nourish happy Cowbell day, creamy goodness so.
Cowbell evaporated milk is delicious milk that is carefully formulated to retain its creaminess and great taste.
So creamy, so good.
Cowbell evaporated milk. So creamy, so good.
Oh no, my line has
has been barred.
Not to worry. Link your NIN and unbar your 9 mobile line with ease. Dial *996# and select option 2. Or visit 9mobile.com.ng/NIN. You also get up to 20K for calls and up to 20 gig data when you link your line. If you are yet to enroll your NIN, please visit any 9 Mobile Experience Center now. Remember, dial *996#, select option 2, or visit 9mobile.com.ng/NIN now.
9 Mobile.
Great to have you back on Sports Bank this morning. Well, I'm looking at this interesting, stats about Salisu Yusuf, especially when he got the under-23 job. I remember he was coming off the back of a long punishment. He said, I won't disappoint Nigerians. But has he not disappointed Nigerians? I mean, no chance for us. No AFCON under-23. Most certainly no Olympics. And he's still one of the assistants to the Super Eagles manager, as we're made to understand.
I was in a conversation with some colleagues yesterday, and, they made a point that, when Eguavoen was fired as the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, he simply said, I'll go back to my job in the NFF as the technical director. And it's looking now like even if Salisu Yusuf is allowed to, is excused from the under-23s, he will just go back to his job as one of the assistants of Jose Pesero. I mean, we are still joking in this country. That's the fact. We are still playing with mediocrity. And as long as we continue on this path, honestly, we just, these are the kind of results we continue to get.
Okay, we'll leave Nigeria for now. Scott McTominay crashed in a deflected opener after just 7 minutes, triggering an explosion of noise inside a charged Hampden Park. Why? Because it was a sensational victory for Scotland against Spain.
First win in 39 years. And Scott McTominay is balling. 4 goals in 2 games in this international break.
Interesting. Belgium beat Euro 2024 host Germany in a friendly match. Messi receives a baton of football statue. You want to know what this is about? South American football governing organization CONMEBOL honors Argentine superstar footballer Lionel Messi with the baton of football. I mean, whatever honor this guy gets, he deserves.
Certainly deserved it. I mean, the crown jewel of his career was that walk-up win.
I was even thinking that he would retire after the World Cup.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Because, what's the motivation anymore?
Honestly, what motivates that kind of player again? I mean, he has done everything. He has won everything, basically.
Won the Olympic gold in football, won the under-20, won many Champions League titles, many league titles, many cups, and of course, they won the World Cup.
And it feels like he just crowned it up with the biggest. Like, I think that's going to be the biggest, title in his career, and it's also the last big title in his career. I mean, it just felt like
even if he wins the Champions League with PSG,
he has done that 2 other times. So
the French Ligue 1 is almost like
it's the last biggest title he will win, and it felt like he just used it to crown up a stellar career. I mean, what a career he's had. It will be a while before we get another like him.
We're back. Let's listen to the BBC Premier League update.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Paul Serres at the BBC Sports Centre. Scotland provided the shock of the day in European Championship qualifying, with Manchester United's Scott McTominay scoring both goals in a 2-0 win over Spain at Glasgow's Hampden Park. McTominay was delighted to get the goals, but said the win was down to the collective.
Yeah, obviously, you're so happy that you scored both the goals, but sometimes it's not the goal scorer, it's the collective, it's the teams. And for us, going back in the changing room, everyone's saying well done to each other, and it's not just a sole thing where it's the one who scored the goals. But as I say, for me, obviously, it's an incredible feeling, and it's probably my favourite thing to represent Scotland at Hampden Park, and I absolutely love it.
The Manchester City and Spain midfielder Rodri felt his side had the chances to get a result in Glasgow, but were wasteful in front of goal.
They were good today, with a lot of energy, physicality. I think
they push and they punish our mistakes, and that's why it was a bit difficult then to come back. I think we have chances in the first half. We have 2 or 3 big chances. We didn't score. We must score if we want to win.
Elsewhere, Chelsea's Mateo Kovacic got both goals as Croatia beat Turkey 2-0 in Bursa. Bournemouth's Kiefer Moore scored the only goal of the game as Wales beat Latvia 1-0 in Cardiff. And Liverpool's Mohamed Salah was among the goals as Egypt thrashed Malawi 4-0 in Africa Cup of Nations qualifying. Meanwhile, the Leeds midfielder Tyler Adams faces an extended period on the sidelines after having surgery on a hamstring injury. The 24-year-old was injured in training earlier in March and was forced to withdraw from international duty with the United States. Adams has made 26 appearances in all competitions since joining from RB Leipzig. Leeds are 14th in the table, 2 points above the relegation zone, and are away to leaders Arsenal on Saturday. And for more football news from the BBC, go to bbc.com/football.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Okay, so for Mighty, let's go straight to the Facebook fan page.
Okay, we've got a lot of comments. Ayetoma Kingsley, I hope I got that right. Good morning, for Mighty. And okay, I can't wait for Siasia's ban to be lifted. Salisu Yusuf is a real serious failure. Our underage team is literally suffering from Ladamboso and Salisu Yusuf. Okay, and we've got this from Ojediran Akinola or Jenny. How long are we going to keep recycling Salisu Yusuf? He has even lasted than NFF itself. Wow. Okay. He relegated Kano Pillars, couldn't qualify the home-based Eagles, now couldn't qualify the under-23. Omar Sheo. Olutayo, okay, he says, my face always lights up when talking about Manchester United. Abiodun Fala, he says, Super Eagles should work on their attacks. We need more tactical approach indeed. And Imafoje Peters, thank you so much for your message. Thomas Amusa, I will also appreciate your message also.
Well, we'll leave it here now to return later today at 3 o'clock on the program, Just Football. Oluwafemi Akinshe Femaiti, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
This morning we've worked alongside Bosum Alayode. Okay, Akuniguke is in.
I'm not sure we should mention his name.
His conference flowers. My name is Tunde Olawuwo. Have a beautiful Wednesday and bye-bye.
I'll never tame you. Like a dog, I'ma train you. And if you misbehave, I'ma train you. And if I train you, what do you go do? I stop, don't train my...
Splash FM 105.5.
Fífi ẹsẹ̀ lásán rìn lórí ìkoríko lójoojúmọ́ dára fún ọ. Torí pé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ̀dá èèyàn, ó ṣe pàtàkì fún wa láti súnmọ́ ìṣẹ̀dá. Mímọ ìtara oòrùn láwọ̀ ara rẹ àti bí atẹ́gùn ṣe ń súfèé létí rẹ ìjọnilójú gbáà ni. Nítorí pé mò ń pípẹ̀